Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We've got a newer MLM on deck, or at least this is an MLM that I have not heard of yet. Somebody sent this to me and brought it to my attention, so I went ahead and checked it out. And it definitely seemed like we needed to react to it. So what we're gonna be looking at is an opportunity call for the MLM called APLGO. Now, like I said, I don't know too much about them right now. I did just pull up their website and look through it. It looks like they offer natural products and those types of things. We've seen it all before, right? At this point. Now, if you're not familiar with what an MLM is, MLM means multi-level marketing, also known as network marketing, social retail. Some would refer to them as a pyramid scheme, in their opinion. I am one of those people. But anyway, in MLMs, what they do is prey on people who are in a vulnerable position, in my opinion, and get them to sign up under them and try and sell their bullshit products, again, in my opinion.
Would you stop already?
Sorry, that's so annoying, but I have to do it. And by signing these people up, the enroller gets a cut of their sales and a cut of whoever the other person recruits sales, and the chain, I guess we could say, but I like to call it a pyramid. It just continues to grow and get wider and wider. And that is how people make the money here at the tip of the chain. But anyway, we're gonna get right the into this opportunity call with APLGO right after this disclaimer.
What you're going to be learning about is that nutrition is more than what you eat, that negative ions impact your health. Soil is the foundation of our food, and plant DNA and direct-to-cell nutrition really impact us and get us started. So while we're here and while we're on this slide, I want you to take just one quick second, kind of close your eyes and get into the DeLorean and get into the time machine, looking at the flux capacitor. And I want you to go back in time to a time when you felt amazing. Head to toe, your body felt fabulous. You were feeling good, and you remember that amazing feeling that you had. And I know that you and I both have had times like that, and then things might have changed. Maybe we got older or had an injury or something like that, or financial situation changed. And so that moment when everything changed is the moment that I want you to be thinking about right now. Because I want to know what brought you here tonight. What brought you and your friends and your family here?
You were tricked into coming here, weren't you?
Was it that you were looking for high-tech health products? Were you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Were you looking for a side gig and a career change? Was there something that you wanted that you just couldn't find out there? Maybe life wasn't going the way that you thought it would, and you were looking for something different. I can completely and totally understand that, because for me personally, that was how things were going for me at that particular time in my life when APLGO stepped into my world.
This is a perfect example of them taking advantage of vulnerable people. They're looking for people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They want a side gig. They're looking for a career change. They need a community of people. They want more money. Like all of these things, you're preying on people who are in a vulnerable spot. The one that I really just ticks me off and makes me see all the shades of red is when they're looking for people who are looking for a community. These people are looking for other individuals to help support them go through whatever they're going through. And when MLM consultants, MLM representatives see these people who are maybe struggling, they will prey on them and try to push the community of people onto these people, these individuals who are going through the tough time. And in all actuality, that community is a fake community, in my opinion, because if you pay to join this community, which first of all, I don't think you should have to pay for a community of friends and family to support you. That is not how life works. We have to make genuine connections with people and have that support from people we feel close to. But that's beside the point. That's a video for a different channel. So these people who get preyed on, they buy into this community because you have to buy in. You can't just hop into a Facebook group and make friends. That's not how these MLMs work. You have to buy into the community. Now, this community of people are relying on you for a piece of their income. So of course they're going to give you the support you need and blah, blah, blah. But most times, from what I've seen when I was in MLMs, once you leave the MLM, which is inevitable because 99.9 or 99.7% of people end up losing money in MLMs and have to leave. Once they leave, the community community will not follow them. In most cases, you no longer are benefiting them, so they no longer have to pay attention or support you in any way, shape, or form. So just remember that if you ever get approached by a representative from an MLM. The community is total horseshit, and it will be gone in an instant if you decide to leave the network marketing company. Also, I have a migraine the size of the world.
Dramatic much?
So I am wearing these blue light blockers today. Sorry for the glare. They're really bad with the glare. I'm trying to keep them lower because it seems to not have as much of a glare. So anyway, moving on. Let's get back into it.
So I have to tell you that what brought me here is not what has kept me here. This is a picture of me and Brenda Graham, Nurse Brenda. On the left, you're looking at a picture there of me and Brenda about a week before we were introduced to APLGO, July of 2020. And we were at a trade show, we were at an event, and we were very happy. We were feeling good, we thought. But look at the pictures on the right. This is last July. Of course, we have some new pictures from this July where we were in Cancun because all of us, you know, the whole APLGO crew, we were all in Cancun together. But I want you to think about this change. If you take a look at us, you can see that we're more present, we're happier, we're healthier. And all of that was out without any pills or capsules, gummies, patches, shakes, diets, monthly apps. And what we got, because we didn't even know we were looking for something, but what we got here was so much more than we expected. We have friends and financial changes, travel, global connections, health improvements, tech and science that's just amazing, leadership opportunities that have blown my mind, personal growth and recognition that I could never have asked for, and that's what's really kept me here.
This is all horseshit. What? I mean, they look good in both pictures, right? Or in all three pictures. But something else I want to point out is that just because somebody has lost weight does not give you a clear picture of their health. So you don't know how these individuals have lost weight. This gives you nothing other than, oh, they met in 2020. They were heavier than they are now. They had more weight on them. They're back together in July 2023 taking pictures and they're both lighter. That is all that tells you. It doesn't mean that they have made more money. It doesn't mean that they are healthier in any way. It means horseshit.
So you're probably thinking, well, what is this not?
Not so legit.
What if this isn't?
This isn't a good idea.
This is not a diet. This is not a workout. This is not shakes or a meal plan. There's no monthly regimen here. No drugs, no medications, no CBD. This is gluten-free, dairy-free, allergen-free, vegan, non-habit forming. But we're not making any medical claims here. There's no guarantees, no financial claims or guarantees. Every single person has a different, unique experience. We don't know what will happen for you. We know something good will happen. We don't know what it is, but we are sharing our personal stories. On grocery store shelves, dollar store shelves, and gas stations, you can pick up pills and gummies and shakes and bars and patches. In fact, there are a lot of locations now where you can even go and get injections or IV health, and all of those things.
Where are they selling those cute little jars of jelly beans? Because I want them. Those are not pills.
With the promise of helping you to what? To feel better. But I would ask you, do they? Do they help you feel better? Well, we're really excited to introduce you to our company and our 3 amazing product lines and showing you what we have here. All of them are focused on sustainability and growth and forward thinking. Our owner is a young guy, a family man who is committed to the future and to future readiness with amazing products. You're not going to hear me speak too much about 2 of the lines. I'm going to focus on our flagship line, but just to give you a little bit of background, we have a European skincare line that is as smart and beautiful as it comes. It's a luxury line, which is really the top of the heap. It's really the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme.
Heard that before.
And I did a little research just this evening for you guys that in 2024, the skincare market is projected to generate a revenue of $186.6 billion globally. And there's going to be a 3% growth on that annually. That is incredible. We also have a coffee. Our coffee is delicious. My husband absolutely loves it. If you've tasted it, you'll know how amazing it is. It's an instant coffee that uses the latest in freeze-drying technology. It's delicious. It's robust, an Italian bean. Each individual sachet, there's 30 sachets in a box. Each individual sachet makes about an 8-ounce cup. I know a lot of people really like a strong brew, so it gives you flexibility to do that or go a little weaker. And yes, we are going to be focusing 100% on our flagship Healthy DNA Drops, Candy Drops line, our rapid DNA drop solution. I'm going to use the word drop, lozenge, and candy interchangeably tonight, but I want you to know it's always the same thing. Think about this. In 2024, nearly 74% of all Americans take a nutritional supplement or vitamin. 3/4 of our population is using supplementation. Does that sound like a good market to be in? Does to me.
So out of that 74% of people, how many of them are willing or even able to spend $50 on one 30-day supply of a supplement, logically? From a company called APLGO that has a pyramid-like structure for paying their consultants out.
Listen up as we go through some of these amazing slides.
Don't you wonder why our favorite movie stars and celebs stay ageless, while the rest of us are all forced to accept our wrinkles, our creases, and lines is just a part of life? The beauty skincare system has been the answer for me. In a few short weeks, there is a noticeable difference in my skin tone and the tiny lines. The beauty skincare system will be the first beauty system that I will ever use on a consistent basis.
I am sorry, but what? For 2 products, the lowest price for a 2-product package is $99? What are we doing here? Where are you living in the world that makes this seem logical? They are charging people $780 for the bigger kit. And that includes a foaming face wash, face milk, toner, serum, face cream, dégagé cream, a mask, 2-in-1 elixir spray, and eye cream. I'm sorry. I couldn't justify spending $780. In my opinion, there are so many great options at places like Walmart, Target, Walgreens. If you want to go on the upper end, you can go to Ulta and Sephora, and you're still probably not going to pay $780 for 9 products for your skincare. And the less expensive products probably work better and last longer and have a lot more testimonial that you can go off of than APLGO beauty skincare kits. Please stop the madness. Stop robbing people so that everybody in the pyramid structure that is very different from corporate, don't get me started on that, can get paid. Just stop. This is what the f are we doing?
I love that share because that beautiful picture of gorgeous Nurse Brenda was not taken with a special filter or a special lens. This shows you how incredible our product line is for skincare.
Hi, my name is Don. I tried the coffee on a cruise in Egypt. I thought it was great. Didn't have any acidic flavor to it. It was very rich, and it was instant, and I drink coffee every morning, so it takes no time to make it all.
Instant coffee.
Nope, that's gross.
I'm a coffee snob. I'm sorry. So they sell a box of their coffee for $24, but it doesn't say how much you get from what I see, which is really frustrating. But even still, really, this is natural, instant, freeze-dried coffee that you're paying $24 for before shipping and tax and putting in a cup of hot water. Why is this so amazing? What am I missing? I just think that my pods that go in my coffee machine are probably way better for me than instant freeze-dried coffee. I'd call me crazy.
That is my handsome hubby. He really loves the coffee, which I'm very, very proud of. So I get this question a lot. Why a wellness supplement? Why can't I just eat better? Why can't I just eat organic? Or, hey, Julia, I already do grass-fed beef. Or, I shop at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. Why can't I just eat pesticide-free or organic? And I totally, completely understand that that's the way a lot of people feel. And I want you to continue doing that. Please drink the healthy water. Eat the healthy food. Do grass-fed, farm-to-table, anything you can do local. But I want to tell you that the reason I'm sharing this material tonight is because of the nutrition of our food and our soil quality. On top of that, your own personal body's absorption. Those 3 things are going to be what impacts more than anything, which is why a health supplement is so incredibly important. So indulge me for just a second. I'm going to give you a very brief history of supplements and supplementation. I'm going to give you a little bit of information. In the 1940s, during World War II, FDR, our president, decided to start the National Nutrition Conference for Defense in 1941 because so many of the soldiers were getting sick with diseases that were related to not having enough nutrition. At that point, the discovery of vitamins and minerals hadn't even been around for that long. In fact, vitamins and minerals were really only discovered in 1912 by Dr. Casman Funk. So in the 40s, when they decided to offer vitamins and supplements, it was kind of experimental, right? Well, fast forward to the 1950s. You remember when Isla Lucy was really popular. She was an amazing comedian. She was so funny. She did an episode where she was using Vita Vita Vegemin. Do you guys remember that episode? It was so funny because in the 1950s, by that time, vitamins, multivitamins, and supplements were being sold to be used on the dinner table. Everybody was using them as part of their mealtime, but they were still using them. It was still popular. Fast forward to when I was a kid, to the 1970s, and that was when prepackaged convenience foods were all the rage. And as food got more and more and more convenient, and it was in more and more cardboard boxes and plastic containers, the convenience went up. but the nutrition went down, and that's what ended up happening. So fast forward to today, and what we know is that our soil is being massively depleted of micro and macronutrients. In fact, this graphic here, the baby blue graphic that you see, is one that was created by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, so that globally, kids in middle school, about 6th through 8th grade, can have this in their science class, because it's demonstrating for them what nutrition comes from the soil. But here's the problem. Globally, our soil is being depleted, and the numbers are staggering and very, very scary, because we've had so many drops that are huge.
Where is she getting the information that our soil is that depleted? So even eating whole foods now is not enough. You instead have to buy our instant freeze-dried coffee, because that's better for you than just, picking an apple off a tree and eating it. Way better, right? What the Are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing yourself?
Let's put it this way. My mother was born she was born before 1950, a little bit before 1950. And when she was a little girl, if she had one apple, she would get so much nutrition. In fact, she would get 100 times more nutrition than I would from an apple that I was eating when I was a little girl, or my nieces and nephews would eat today.
Oh my God, that's such horseshit. I'm gonna Google this right now.
Today's apple compared to apple in 1950s.
She is pulling this likely from the first article that showed up for me when I Googled apple in the 1950s compared to apple today. It's from an article from the Brussels Times, and it says several scientists are convinced that fruit, vegetables, and cereals have less nutritional value today than they did in the 1950s. They claim that a 1950 apple is worth 100 2015 apples. It is not the first time that research has reached this conclusion. In fact, the issue crops up regularly on health blogs and in the media. According to various studies by American, Canadian, and British scientists in the past 20 years, the nutritional value of 75% of fruit and vegetables has supposedly decreased. That article stated that scientists have been researching this, and it is believed that potentially apples could have less nutrients than apples in the 50s. Potentially 100 times less, but we're not sure because there's not enough science to back it. She put this on a slide as if this is written in stone, 100% accurate. You would need to eat 100 apples to get the same nutrition as one apple in 1950s. Nothing cited, no studies shown. There is not enough scientific evidence at this point to back that statement. But these people are going on here and saying you can't eat regular fruits and vegetables anymore. Instead, you have to sign up for an MLM that's going to give you freeze-dried instant coffee and vitamins to make everything better. I still think even if you had to eat 100 apples to get the same nutrition from one apple in the 50s, eating one apple is definitely way better than joining an MLM or buying from an MLM these processed products. Processed. Just remember they are processed.
Because you would need to have 100 apples to get the same nutrition as one from 1950. Same with oranges. You would have to have 21 oranges today to have the same amount of vitamin A as one orange from 1950. It's shocking. And I'll tell you, it's potassium, it's protein, it's vitamin A, B, C, D. All of the vitamins are depleted in our soil. Even if I could measure how much nutrition was in a food, okay, I could tell you based on averages, or maybe we had some little machine that could look into your food and tell you how much nutrition was in your food, your specific item. That doesn't mean that you're going to absorb it. In fact, today, the average American and Canadian, actually an average North American person, actually it's probably not even that, it's probably global, but that's what I was looking at. Anyway, the average absorption for an adult is about 10 to 25%. Really, those higher numbers of absorption are from people who are under 30 and who are athletes. The numbers that we have today are based on 1950s numbers for a young male weighing under 150 pounds, and he was at peak physical condition. So when you're looking at absorption and you're looking at information, you have to take into account things like how much sleep you've had, your age, other foods you've eaten at the same time, how much water you've had to drink, and how healthy the food and fresh the food is that you're eating. So it's really indicative of other things around you and your own body's ability to absorb. Well, you've probably heard this, but with pills and shakes and powders and gummies and patches and things like that today, more than 60% of the product itself ends up in septic tanks and sewage systems, because all of that nutrition and supplementation is beginning in your digestive process.
And you're selling supplements. You're not helping yourself here. You're not helping your case. Just because it comes in a lozenge, doesn't mean it's going to be getting absorbed fully by the person that's taking it. It's still going to end up in sewage. A lot of supplements actually do. What you're paying for when you buy supplements, a lot of the time, if you're not getting the correct nutrition, is expensive urine. There's a lot that goes into taking supplements. People that don't have any kind of medical background don't understand. Like, say you're taking calcium. If you don't have enough vitamin D, your body is not going to absorb that calcium at all. Like, it's a key and lock situation, and you need both of those things to absorb the thing that you're trying to get more of. And if you don't have one or the other, then you have to make sure you're getting. It's not as simple as just switch from these capsules to this lozenge and you'll be all set. It's just not. Sorry, not sorry.
Our product is significantly different. It's a lozenge, like a hard candy, that you pop into your mouth, let it dissolve, and the nutrition and goodness goes directly into the mucosal membranes of your body and goes to work right away. The DNA and phytonutrients of fruits and vegetables and healthy botanicals are what is in our product, as opposed to broken down food that still needs to be digested, or other ingredients that go into your gut and have to be processed. Those things are being broken down by your body and are not being fully absorbed, where our product is giving your body nearly 100% of the nutrition and all the goodness. So correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be, but I don't think I am. But I think the lion's share of people would prefer to have our product, which is nearly 100% absorbable within minutes and is filled with the DNA, nutrition, and phytonutrients of plants and vegetables and healthy food, as opposed to something that goes into your gut and that might end up in septic tanks and sewage systems. So stop what you're doing. I know you might be looking down right now. You might not be looking at the screen, but I beg you to ask yourself which health benefits are most important to you. Taking a look at this screen, what things are most important to you? Now I want you to think about your loved ones, people that you care about. What health benefits are important to them? See, here's the deal. When I was introduced to this company, I was so incredibly sick with autoimmune disease and other issues that there was no way that I was going to be able to, in my opinion, get well, quote unquote. I was really, really struggling and not feeling good at all. I didn't think there was going to be anything that was ever going to help me to feel better. So when I was introduced to this product and to this company, I did not think that I was going to ever feel good again. I really didn't think that I was ever going to have any relief. So when my husband experienced incredible relief from Stop and Slide, I remember telling him, "You can't tell people that. They're going to think it works." But guess what? Joke was on me. Egg was on my face. This product really, really works. So I always like to start with these 8 products, sharing them with people to see what works best for them as a jumping off point.
8. I hope she doesn't mean she's like trying to sell them all 8. It's just one, right? Because those are $50 each.
Negative ions are how our product is really differentiating itself. It's the unique selling proposition, the unusual piece of the puzzle here in our product. Not to mention the fact that it obviously breaks down and goes directly into your bloodstream, but what's going on here is that we're utilizing negative ions to make our product. In fact, when we get these incredible beyond organic ingredients and put them into a fast-moving centrifuge and spin them, we create an artificial lightning storm that infuses those botanicals with negative ions. Now, what's so great about negative ions? Well, in terms of wellness, and I'm going to pull over my notes. In terms of wellness, a little exposure can go a very long way.
Oh, good Lord.
She's showing the difference between positive ions and negative ions. And she's going so far as to say positive ions, they come from, our electronics, computers, cars, fridges, paint, spray paint, hairspray, a hair dryer. And these things cause eye strain, stiff shoulders, headache, tiredness, and cancer. Lady, stop fear-mongering people. Stop. Just live your life the way you feel like you want to. Don't stress over this stuff. We're not going to make it out alive either way.
Live your best life.
Once negative ions reach your bloodstream, they produce a biochemical reaction that can improve the serotonin in your body, which is going to help you to feel better. Actually be able to have a better and stronger immune system in many cases, better sleep, better memory, better retention, elevated mood. It's so amazing. So this graphic here that you're taking a look at shows what positive ions are and what negative ions are and how they can impact you. Now, of course, negative ions are naturally occurring in our world, in nature, and positive ions come from things like electricity and exhaust fumes and paint and stuff like that. And yes, you can get negative ions from nature, absolutely. And you can also get negative ions from our amazing product. So you're probably wondering now, I've gone a long way about this whole lowdown on absorption versus digestion and our product and how everything works. Well, absorption is your body's way of assimilating substances into the cells across tissues and organs through diffusion or osmosis, as in of the absorption of nutrients by the digestive system or absorption of drugs into the bloodstream. Digestion is the process of breaking down food and having food broken down, go into your stomach, your small intestine, and move through your entire body. It takes about 6 to 8 hours for food to pass through your stomach and small intestine, and can take up to 36 hours for your body to completely and entirely move everything through your body and out through the colon. There's a lot of information here, and there's a lot of links that you can check out. So if you have additional questions and you want to know more, these slides are available for you to check out additional information. What if I told you that you could live a healthier, happier lifestyle just by enjoying a fruity piece of candy every day? Okay, so it's not candy. It's a lozenge that melts in your mouth and goes into your bloodstream. It looks like a candy. It tastes like a candy. And it works like, I don't know what. It goes to town. It is absolutely amazing. We have 18 different fruits. 18 different fruit flavors, mostly fruit. We have some that aren't. We have a couple, one that's spice, and we have a coffee, and we have a mint. But by and large, they're mostly fruit flavors. They're filled with negative ion technology, phytonutrients, DNA of botanicals that are beyond organic, pesticide-free, and non-GMO. They're jam-packed with free radical neutralizers. They're kosher, halal, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, vegan, and packed with micronutrients. A plant-based supplement that provides instant cellular nutrition. What could be better?
Food, whole food.
So this graphic right here is showing the entire gamut of all 18 of our products. And we do have new products coming out from time to time. So make sure you check back in with the person who invited you, because there might be something new on the horizon, right? But this graphic right here takes you through everything. Column 1 with the green headers are all of our what we call daily collection. The middle column are a premium collection. And
Oh my God, there's one with ashwagandha. Highly recommend that you do not take ashwagandha if you're not being supervised. I've heard some horror stories. I would not want to be going on an ashwagandha trip unsupervised from an MLM company.
It's like a bad mushroom trip.
So I went to their website and I wanted to see if they had any like disclaimers about the ashwagandha, because if you look up, is ashwagandha safe? It says that it may interact with some medications, including those for diabetes, high blood pressure, and thyroid hormones. You also should not be taking it if you're pregnant or nursing or have autoimmune or thyroid disorders. What's interesting is that the one that they promote for autoimmune disorders, which is the Grow for mood and immunity, I believe, has ashwagandha in it. Red flag. I don't even need to look any further. They're also not letting people know that are purchasing this. So I just went through and I put it in my cart and I went to check out. Nowhere in the process, anywhere, did it say, please consult with a physician before taking this if you have thyroid issues, autoimmune disorders, if you're pregnant or nursing. Nowhere on there did it say that, which is problematic in my opinion. Call me crazy.
You would be right.
the purple column on the far right, that column is our elite collection. This year we added this year we added one new product, and last year we added 2 new products to our elite collection. Let me tell you a little bit about each one. I'll go pretty quickly so that you can get this additional information later, because remember, the company provides great videos, great tools, great resources for you to learn more, share more with friends and family, so that you don't have to be the person who explains everything. First up, we have our award-winning product for mood and immunity called Grow. It tastes like a wonderful Concord grape. It's absolutely delicious. It's one that I take every single day. And we did win the 2020 award for the #1 immune support product, which was incredible. Next up is GTS, or Get Strength. That's for energy and stamina. It tastes like juicy pineapple and it'll keep you going. We have NRM, or normal, for your blood sugar. This really gives you a blood sugar balancing, and it balances your energy. I love that if I've had something like carbohydrates or ice cream or something like that to balance my sugar. We have Power Lemon and Power Apricot. In the beginning, we used to think one was for men and one was for women, but now we know both are for both. So everybody enjoys those. RLX is our #1 best-selling product. It's for sleep and anxiety, and sometimes even used to relax your muscles, and it tastes like a light banana. Slide is for inflammation. Stop is for pain. Those 2 are my husband's absolute go-to, doesn't leave the house without them, and we do share those with our 4 dogs for their health issues too.
We're giving ashwagandha to dogs now. That one's one of the ones that has ashwagandha as the first ingredient. To dogs that cannot communicate if they're not feeling well.
Because remember, these can be given to kids, adults, senior citizens, animals, everybody loves these, even teenagers. And I know that's hard to believe. We also have Alt. Alt is what I like to use if I feel the sniffles coming on, or if I'm having issues with allergy. We've been having incredibly high pollen days here in Maryland, and this has been my go-to every day, even for my puppies. We also have Heart. Heart is for blood pressure and blood pressure balancing. Now, I like to walk every single morning, and I definitely have noticed that HRT or Heart helps with my blood pressure not going too high. ICE is for indigestion. It's also for immunity because it's helping your gut out with digestion. HPR is your go-to liver detox. It's incredible. Lots and lots of people love that if they've been on medications or if they were smoking or drinking alcohol, things like that. It really cleans you out. MLS is a fan favorite. That little graphic right there with the heart is our fan favorite graphic because MLS or multi-spectrum gives you full spectrum gut health. Now, AIR is for lung and antiviral. This is an excellent flavor. I have to tell you, at first I couldn't place what the flavor is, but it's passion fruit. It tastes so good. But what that's for is fighting fatigue, drowsiness, oxidative stress, all while boosting physical and emotional endurance. It's absolutely incredible for fighting disease. It's really terrific for increasing the plasma levels of antioxidants in the blood. Brainy is one that I take every single day. Popped one right before we got on the call. This is one that's not a fruit flavor. It's kind of a cafe caramel. Little kids, senior citizens, love this product. I love this product. It absolutely helps me to focus, remember what I was talking about, really stay on track. It completely eliminated brain fog for me. Next up is Beauty, or like I sometimes refer to it as Sleeping Beauty, because beauty is what gives you that incredible beauty sleep. The little wrinkles around your eyes, anything to do with your skin, your hair, your nails. Happy is for stress and depression. That one contains hemp seed extract, but remember, it does not include CBD. It is drug-free.
What you probably meant to say is it doesn't include THC. Ma'am, you are not doing great on this call. Like, there's so much happening that is so problematic on this call. But we're just letting it ride and putting it out on YouTube. Not me, her, actually. It was on YouTube. It was a video. Anyway, I'm rambling now.
Kind of flying off the rails.
Last up is PFT, or Perfect. It's the perfect combination of ingredients for fighting visceral belly fat. That stubborn belly fat that you're trying always to get rid of, that's where the focus is. So that's all of our products. And I do, before I go to the next slide, want to say one quick thing.
You can't focus on where you lose fat. You can't target a specific fat on your body and burn it. That would be great. Like, you could just push a button like, today I want to target my arms. I want my arms to go away. I want my back fat to go away. That's not how it works. Taking this is not going to make your visceral belly fat just disintegrate and go away. You have to focus on nutrition and movement. But, you know, this woman seems to know it all.
We do have kits. We do have bundles where the company has bundled together certain packages to give you discounts on prices. So make sure you get back to the person who invited you to get some of those kits. And this is one that I wanted to share with you. This is our 30-day metabolic reset. At $6.75, it was already a great price. You're going to get 12 products. That's right, 12 boxes of 30-day supply of products for the low, low price of $3.24. At $6.75, it was an incredible value, but the company wants to make sure that you get this into your system and gave us a price of $3.24. If you've been on medicines, if you're a diabetic, if you have high blood pressure or overweight, if you haven't been eating great, or if you've been eating really good and haven't been getting great results, if you want to detox and reset your body, if you just want a little boost on your health journey, or you've been walking for a long time or working out for a long time and not seeing results that you used to, maybe you're not sleeping great. Maybe you've noticed some changes in your body, maybe your vision, hair loss, things like that. This is that reset that your body is craving, and what a great value.
Instead of spending $324 on supplements you don't know are gonna work, why don't you instead consult a physician or some type of medical professional that knows how to deal with these things that she just listed off. Don't give her your money just because you're struggling with one of these things. Please, for the love of everything holy, consult a medical professional, because she is not a medical professional. I am not a medical professional. The people shilling this shit are not medical professionals. They just paid a fee and joined to sell this so that they can financially benefit off of the things that people are suffering with. Do not spend $324 on these bullshit supplements, in my opinion. Talk to a physician, a medical professional of some type. That's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Time you're probably thinking to yourself, well, she's just talked about the product a whole lot. That's incredible. Tell me a little bit about this amazing company. They must be incredible. Yes, They are. This company is rock star. I have to tell you, we own our own exclusive technology.
What does that even, we own our technology? Are you Apple? Are you HP over here? What does that even mean? You own your own technology.
We have the highest payout of any company in the entire industry. We're AAA plus rated. At least half of the people in the company have gotten some sort of award or prize. So much recognition. 350,000 associates globally in 75 countries. We're free from debts. We don't have any investors. We have 11 different payways. #1 direct selling compensation plan. And it's residual income where you do the work once and you're paid forever. I love this company and I love sharing this with you guys. But that's not all. This company is not a travel company, but boy, do we love to travel. Incentives, global travel. We've been to Cancun a bunch of times, Las Vegas a bunch of times, but we've been to places that have only ever been on my bucket list for going to. I'm getting ready to go to Moldova.
The residual income she just referred to, that is from the team that you recruit. That is how you're getting most of any residual income. So just keep that in mind when somebody approaches you to join, in my opinion, a pyramid scheme.
I never even heard of Moldova before this company. We go to places like Colombia, South America. We go to Egypt, Dubai, Qatar. And guess what? We stay in the United States too. We go to Las Vegas, Arizona, Florida. It's just been an amazing way to have experiences, because that's the thing that we remember in our life, isn't it? Experiences, places we've gone and things we've done. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how we earn from this company, because usually that's the next question I get. Is there a way to make money here? There really is. And hitting your money goals faster is really a straight line to success. There's just 4 simple things that we do. #1, we focus on customer web sales, personal enrollments, team activity orders and auto ships, and then team enrollments. And once we do those 4 things, giving equal time to all 4 of those activities, our business is booming. You know what? More customers equals more money. People always say, what's the focus of this company? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's growing your customer base. Growing your customer base will help you to rank up, earn more commissions, and guess what? A lot of times people will come back to you, just like I said, and say, is there a way to make money in this company? And yes, there absolutely is. This is the place. Then we have the amazing opportunity, once your team is growing, to rank up and to grow your team and actually to achieve higher ranks, which also helps you to achieve higher commissions. And this month, in September, we have a couple more weeks it looks like to go.
I said it before and I'll say it again. The way in which you're getting paid for the work you do should not look this fucking complicated. It should be, you're doing this, you're getting paid this. And that should be the end of story. It shouldn't be a grid of figuring out what you have to do. Like those multiplication grids they had back in the day when I was in school on the bulletin board, and you would pick the numbers and then go to where that is. It should not look like those grids to find out what you're getting paid every month. And if it does, please take that as a red flag.
We have a September bonus program going. That means extra cash for ranking up, for doing what you are already doing, which I think is totally cool. The target for this month is senior director. That's right, the senior director, that's the 4th rank down. Senior director is 2,500 PV. And if you hit that rank, and that's an upgrade in rank for you this month, you're going to get an additional $200 bonus. So are you wondering how to make about $500 to $5,000 a month, maybe $10,000 a month? This is a question I get all the time. So we have a very simple plan. This is our simple plan. I won't go through it now, but I just want you to know that yes, we actually have a system for how to get there. So I'm going to tell you that when I first got started, yes, I was looking at the health benefits. However, I was also looking at the benefit of growing a business. And I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to carry additional products on hand. A lot of people ask me that. They want to know, should I carry products and have products on hand? Why should I? And here's why. You're going to want to have samples for your business. It is very important for you to pick out a bundle that's going to work for you personally and your family and your needs.
I thoroughly enjoy the shitty Photoshop job.
Don't be so mean.
I'm sorry. I have to point it out. You used a stock image of somebody going like this and tried to make it look like they were holding your product. Come on now. That looks so tacky. But anyway, also not your business. You paid money to become a 1099 contracted salesperson. Just had to make that statement that just pops up in every single video at this point.
That isn't going to be enough for you to have samples to grow your business or to be able to share the products with your friends. You have to be a product of the product, of course.
I just threw up a little.
But you're also going to want some product for trade shows and health fairs. Maybe some retail sales when you're going out and about. Maybe you want to run a giveaway or a promotion and have, like a contest of sorts, things like that, build up some customer base, or just cash and carry sales, like when you're at a trade show. You can't do those things if you don't have product. So I'm putting those seeds in your mind, those thoughts in your mind as we go to the next slide, because I want you to be thinking about whether or not you want to be growing a business or strictly getting healthy for yourself. And if you want to grow a business, this is the next part's for you. First up is our Pro Kit. I love our Pro Kit.
Oh, they're going LuLaRoe prices here. $3,000.
It's how all of the leaders in this company got started. And it starts out with getting a 30% commission payout on all new enrollments and status upgrades. The Diamond Kit gets you a 30% commission on that. It comes with 5 of every one of our products. 5 Air, 5 Alt, 5 Brain, 5 Beauty, 5 Grow, 5 GTS, 5 HPR, 5 Happy, 5 Heart, 5 Ice, 5 MLS, 5 NRM, 5 PFT, Power Apricot, 5 Power Lemon, 5 Relax, 5 Slide, and 5 Stop. And in addition to that, you also get 10% additional commission payout on all activity orders, auto ships, and website customer orders. It unlocks 5 additional bonuses for you and unlocks up to 7 additional pay lags. It's incredible because at retail, this would cost $6,375. At wholesale, it would be $4,500.
Both bullshit, in my opinion.
But that kit price with all of that is only $3,000. And now you are in business to do a business and to build a business. That's more than you wanted to do. That's okay. We have a 25% commission payout on all new enrollments and status upgrades with our Presentation Plus kit. It comes with one of every one of our products. It retails for $1,275. It wholesales for $900, but our kit price is only $750. And my friends, this is our #1 best-selling kit. Why is this our best-selling kit? 25% payout plus one of every product. Now, I showed you earlier the Metabolic Reset. The Metabolic Reset Kit is very popular, and here's why. It's a 15% commission payout on all new enrollments and status upgrades. You get a wonderful selection of 12 products, and here's the cool part. You actually save more than you spend. You save 52% off. It's incredible. What a great deal. Now, the value of getting started. This is my favorite part of the whole presentation. When you get started here, you're going to get 2 customer-facing personalized websites from the company, a back office with software to run your business, $1,750 in digital assets in multiple languages, $600 in live and recorded group and recorded training classes, a $20 Rapid Funnel preview. Now, Rapid Funnel is also our system. It's not owned by our company. We don't have a direct affiliation, but it is a tool that we use. Much like we use Facebook, we use Rapid Funnel. Also, you're going to get credit card processing for no additional fee. That's right. Some companies actually charge additional fees for credit card processing. We have unlimited access to our back office without any special requirements. You don't have to hit a rank or anything like that. We have a fast start onboarding program that is absolutely incredible and brand spanking new. You're going to love it. And the person who invited you here is also going to share with you our newest document, which is called the MAP, or the Massive Action Plan. We have unlimited access to customer service, step-by-step education, private team Facebook groups, lives and Zooms, Fast Start Success Plan, challenges with prizes, travel incentive trips, unique associate-only promotions, and travel, as you saw that, is part of that, business and product presentations, and all of that has a value of $5,910, and all of that is available to us for only $25 annually, all of those things. So, what do you need to do? What's the next step? Well,
Who the is coming up with these prices, these price analyses, you know what I mean? The 2 customer-facing personalized websites for $240. You can get websites when you run your own business that are way less expensive than $240. So I don't feel like that's an accurate representation of how much it actually costs. Also, $600 in live and recorded group training classes. Who is evaluating this and saying that's what it's valued at? $2,000 worth of challenges with prizes, probably branded merch that they give away. Private team Facebook group is valued at $500. Why? Where in Kelly Blue Book does it say that?
This is the cool part, guys. All you need to do to get started is to choose your kit, get your questions answered, order your kit, and I am confident that you are going to get the results that you are looking for here, because this is the place where things are absolutely available to you, where you can do amazing things and have a wonderful experience here with an incredible, incredible community. So
yeah. You're paying for the community. That's just where it ended. That was kind of weird. Anyway, don't fall into the supplemental MLM trap. No, garbage. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please, for the love of everything, it's not going to end well. That's not a threat. That's just what the statistics say. FTC articles linked in my description if you need some kind of source that tells you that most people fail in an MLM. Anyway, it's time for our palate cleanser. TikTok hates your bullshit, which, by the way, I have created a Google form that if you have a TikTok hates your bullshit that you want to submit to me, I have been getting a lot more submissions lately, so I figured let's just centralize it all and make it a little easier. Hopefully it is. Let me know if it's not. But there's a link to a Google form down below where you can send me any Reels, YouTube Shorts, or TikToks that catch your eye and make you laugh and think, hey, this would be great for TikTok hates your bullshit. And let's get into it now.
Hey, you little stupid little assholes. It's me, the CEO of Chipotle. Will you just shut up? We do big portions here. So if you want a little more pico in your burrito, first of all, just give a little to the worker. And if they're still not picking up on it, then you just one of those. It's just shut up. You guys keep complaining and we're just trying to have fun here. We're trying to get people excited, and our guys and our women, they're gonna load up your burritos. Not just our guys, but our women too, because we hire women. So stop with that shit. Seriously, just shut up. If you guys keep doing this, I might not be as rich, and that's really gonna piss me off. So come on into Chipotle. We're a fun family here. We're family and we're having fun, and we're gonna load up your shit. The portions haven't gotten smaller, guys, so stop. Seriously. And if you don't get enough, remember, just give them a little, and our guys will put more in there, and our girls, our women. But seriously, stop.
So that's a satire account that always cracks me up. I'll link her below. But I wanted to play the original Chipotle interview for you as well, because she does such a good job at twisting it just a little to make it really funny.
First, I can tell you the portions have not gotten smaller. One of the things I think it's great about Chipotle is if you come into the restaurant and you want a little more rice or you want a little more pico, all you got to do is kind of and usually our guys and women give them a little more scoop. We always want to give people big portions that get them excited about the food. It's kind of who we are. These are big burritos, these are big bowls. Our goal is to give people great experiences. Now, if you want double the amount of meat, you got to pay for it. But yeah, our goal is to get people really excited about what I believe is really delicious food.
And now I want Chipotle. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.